Hey.
How do you?
Hold on. This is a little circle. Yo. Oh, we got it.
Yeah. I had restarted it before I even tried to do anything.
All right. Hey, shalom.
All right, shalom. First and foremost, as always, we like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to you, sincere, hopefully, elect Akim, Ma'ah, Arabai, Allah. That is to say, 144,000. And the Lashwan Kodash, that's what we are striving to be a part of. Shalom to you. So, this is part 2 of the lesson, the live show we did Monday, the Doom of Babylon, in which we went into Isaiah, the 14th chapter, and we ended at verse 11. So we'll pick up at verse 12, and just edify. Going into pretty much current events and the actions that Donald Trump, all right, Nero Caesar, okay, is taking in the earth, being things that's causing the nations to hate America. All right, which is gonna, ultimately cause them to forward World War III. Yeah. In defense of of what Trump is doing. Matter of fact, somebody look up Donald in the Adam.
Or the name?
Yeah, on Adam Online. Because that word Donald pretty much goes into world rule. All right? So I was thinking last night, it's fitting that he's doing what he's doing because he's fulfilling his omen. All right, his name prediction, his name sign being pretty much a world ruler. All right, that's why he's sitting in the position of an emperor.
Anything relative?
All right, here in America, claiming Venezuela to pretty much be an American territory. All right, a government in Venezuela ran by America. He wants Greenland. He's threatening Cuba, Mexico, Colombia. All right, so this guy, man, is on a roll, man, and it's beautiful, and we see how it, it's the actions being taken by the West is gonna pretty much propel prophecy, which means that's gonna force Yahweh Shai to make a move, because the ultimate move that Esau wants to do is to come at the prophets. Right. So we pray that these things continue to happen in the speed and the rate it's happening, because we're gonna be up out of here pretty soon. Abaratazah. That's right. All right. Now there's gonna be some trying things, brothers are gonna have to go through, endure tribulation, so on and so forth. But the blessing is just knowing that all the hell we catch is temporal. You know what I'm saying? That's right. And we got a eternity, in which we will be righteous to look forward to. So bring out that
the Donald.
Yeah.
This is Donald on Adam Online or etymologyonline .com or .net. I don't remember. It's on the app. Donald. It says surname from 13th century Scottish Dofeld or Dofield, probably from Gaelic Domhnall. Salakia for my reading, brothers. Old Irish Domhnall, pronounced Donball. I'll get to the point. All right, it says Proto-Celtic Dubno Valos, which Elder Apostle Tahar has been using that recently. Dubno Valos, meaning world mighty or ruler of the world.
Yeah, ruler of the world. You can tell that he knows what his name means.
Right.
You know, Donald Trump knows what his name means, man. All right, and so, you know, he's literally trying to, because you got to think about the ancient Roman Empire, how vast that was. You know, them going up against those, you know, tribes, so to say, that was around them. All right, the Germanic tribes, you know, up there in you know, Northern Europe and things of that nature, Eastern Europe. Those heathens, so to say. They were literally trying to have control over the known world. Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're in the end, and the known world is literally all the continents. There's people living on all the continents, right?
Right.
In which I believe they say there's 7 continents, but really it's only 6.
Right. Yep. It's only 6 because Europe is actually just a part of Asia.
Right.
And the beloved Elder Malcolm always gets into that.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. So
Eurasia.
So there's you got people that is in Antarctica. Mm-hmm. You know, you got bases in down there. You know, where people go and they study penguins and polar bears and shit like that. You know, so the known world at this point in time is literally the whole globe, and this dude Donald Trump is trying to actually rule over all the, you know, which is crazy. Now these nations ain't going for that, man. No. You know, you can do that to the brown nation, so to say. All right, but when you start bucking up against, you know, your fellow comrades and brethren being Edomite nations, they're not having that, man. Okay, so you know, America is on a crash course with prophecy, being that it's going to be destroyed off the face of the earth. All right, and the actions that Donald Trump is taking is clearly illustrating that. So,
real quick, I got the etymology for the name Trump.
Yeah.
So, dealing with the actual word Trump, I'm going to go to the one that actually makes sense, because the noun on the first one is just a playing card suit that ranks above others. But the verb, the second verb for Trump, fabricate, devise, from earlier Trump, deceive, cheat, impose upon.
Wow.
That's his whole.
Wow.
That's his whole. His whole candidacy. It's like it, man.
Candidates.
His whole
Candidacy.
His whole term, or first and second term, is all a bunch of lies. The fact that he supposedly got targeted for assassination twice.
Right.
Which that if you, I was thinking about this earlier at work. I was like, man, there's people that actually believe that whole assassination attempt on him was actually real. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The way they're saying now that what happened with Venezuela is all set up.
Right.
You know, it's all because one, you don't invade a country and carry out some covert operation like that on a full moon. Right. And when they did it, it was a full moon. You know, because it was you know, Friday sundown and Saturday sundown. Right. Which according to the lunar calendar. For this month, it just so happened to be the new moon, right? Which we was 2 weeks in.
Right. Okay.
I mean, excuse me. It happened to be the Sabbath, which was 2 weeks into the Sabbath, which made it a
2 weeks
full moon.
into the month, which would make it a full moon,
yeah.
according to the lunar calendar.
According to the lunar calendar, yeah. You know,
because the new moon itself was 2 weeks before they even pulled out the operation. Yeah. So that means that it would have been on a full moon, which over this last. You know, the one that just passed us over Friday to Saturday was a full moon.
It was a full moon because it was 2 weeks, like the brother said. Yeah. You know, so they were saying that the fact that they did it on a full moon lets you know that it was all orchestrated. Yeah, it's just a TV sitcom drama.
bro.
You know,
On
but
the-
but so
on
like,
the
but the
full
point
moon, though, it's like
being,
everything's illuminated. You can see.
Yeah.
You can see outside. No
yeah,
problem.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted because I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
lose my train of thought.
It's like
The point being, it's all trickery, lies, deceit, going into the definition of brothers reading. Go ahead, read that again.
Yep. Let me see. So this is for all. Going with the second verb. Fabricate, devise, 1690s from earlier Trump, deceive, cheat, impose upon.
It's not he deceiving and cheating.
Yep.
He bro, the people, he'll have construction done
That's
on
like-
his hotels and
Man.
things of that nature, and then don't even pay the people, the construction workers and whatnot, don't even pay them.
Yep.
All right, and then drag out the them suing him. He'll drag that out in court,
Yep.
knowing that the parties suing him don't have the money to continue that process, man.
Right.
So that dude's just a sleazeball, one of them old school Monopoly.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Monopoly, 1920s demons. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That got wealth off of being a scoundrel.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? we ain't
Bootlegging.
heard that no more.
Yeah, right. Bootlegging and shit. You got a speakeasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you go to, because it has Trump as a name or as an all, like everything involved with Trump,
Trump all.
name, phrase. So when you go to name,
Mhm.
the word there is Jew
Mm.
Damn.
for his name, and it's a noun. Late 12th century, GIW or GEU, a Jew, ancient, modern, only of Jewish race or religion, from Anglo-French, Old French, and then modern French, juif, from Latin, right, idaeum, Iudaeum, from Greek. Let's get to the a Jew from Judah, literally celebrated, name of Jacob's fourth son, and the tribe descended from him.
Wow.
For Trump? They
Yeah.
said that for the name?
I guess.
Yeah, that's weird.
So when you go here,
Damn.
for name it's Jew, and then for phrase, trompe l'oeil, deception of the eye to create illusion of reality in an illustration or painting.
And that's all this whole presidential cabinet is nothing more than a magic show to put on the illustration and the illusion that America is what it's not.
Right.
You know, it's in $39 trillion worth of debt.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the dollar, nobody wants to deal with the dollar. All right, they gotta steal oil, you know, to be able to, you know, generate some type of income, because nations don't want to do business with America no more. So everything being done right now is like Elder Yasha Wamba's been saying, psyop, man. You can't trust nothing on the news. This shit is all a psyop, though. When it's breaking news, is the narrative is this, but then after independent journalism and alternative media, you know, do some studying,
Mm-hmm.
or insiders give information, because you even got people that are part of the government, you know,
Spilling beans.
that send information to certain people that refer to them as sources.
Mm.
And then it comes out that everything is a bunch of BS, a dog and pony show, man. Okay?
Yeah, there's it on there.
All right.
And that's a part of Esau being exposed, though. You know, the scriptures speak about how the skirt's going to be lifted up. You know, all his sins is being recorded. You know, it's we're witnessing a lot of the BS that Esau has been up to. With that, a lot of that has been coming into light. You know, in the recent years, the recent couple decades or so. A lot more on Esau's corrupt, like how wicked he has been unto the earth. A lot of that information is coming out, man. You know, and those witnesses, the scriptures speak about the two witnesses that was going to speak against him. You know, being the northern and the southern kingdom. Hey, we're witnessing Esau's his nakedness before us. You know, all of that sin, all of the wickedness that he's up to. Hey, but I got a scripture from something that you said earlier. It's a oldie but goodie. You know what I'm saying? Blowing the dust off of it. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Yeah, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know, back in the days, I remember first coming into the truth. You know, first year in the truth. You know, out there in Seattle, pushing the word, and we read that scripture. You know, and we can see it clear as day that the people ruling the earth is the wicked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you would have people that walk by, and when we read the scripture, say we was having some discourse with them, and then through the Spirit that precept comes up, and we're proving who Esau is.
Right.
And we read that was a go-to. You have people that couldn't see that
white man is,
that Esau is the wicked. Yes, they knew he was well ruling the planet, but they didn't want to just accept that he's wicked according to the Bible.
Right.
Now, whole Proverbs 20:29 too. All right. Now that pretty much everybody's catching hell. All right, which people back then was catching hell, but had a little bit more money in their paycheck to make it disappear, to make it to forget about it.
That's well pre-COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
well
Okay.
pre-COVID.
Yeah.
That's when, you know, hey, you know what I'm saying?
That's coming out of the recession.
Right. That's coming out of the recession. A good decade until COVID. You know what I'm saying? The better part of a decade until COVID hits.
Yeah.
That's where we was at back then. So
Yeah.
people couldn't see it. But like the brother was saying, now people see it, man.
Because everybody hurting. You know, the amenities and the mirth people were allotted, based upon whatever bullshit income you had back then, all right, which was BS, but inflation wasn't what it is now. You were allotted, some set aside money to go out, people in the world go out and go to the club, get drunk, and buy this and buy that, and try to forget about their sorrows. But now it's, man, the Most High is driving this place into the ground, man. We are right before the oil dries up in those cogs, all right, and all the wheels
Just all
stops turning and everything ceases up. The engine ceases up. We are right at that point, man.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, man. And
That's right.
we applaud it and we welcome it, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Go ahead.
You was talking about we was talking about that time frame, you know what I'm saying, and that was like the last end of the decadence, right? So I looked up the word decadence. This is just off of Google. It says
Elder Ariella always goes into decadence.
It says moral or cultural decline as characterized by excessive indulgence in pleasure or luxury.
Yeah, because those pleasures and luxuries, all right, that people were afforded has to hit an all-time high before it hits an all-time low. All right, so before COVID, we seen, man, that's why the scriptures say vegetables should be so good cheap.
Yep.
Before COVID, man, a month before COVID, niggas was buying everything that was on their fucking cart on Amazon. You had a good ass job, you had shit lined up, you know what I'm saying? You getting everything you want on Amazon. When COVID dropped and you couldn't go to work, people was scrambling to buy toilet paper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And from that point, it's just been a continual, gradual decline.
Hey, you got somebody who bought enough toilet paper during COVID that they still going through that supply.
A stockpile of that shit.
Yeah. Crazy.
They should have just invested in that.
Right. At least you can get like a return or something. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. Do you have something?
Yep, this is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Mm-hmm.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Yeah. Hey, when you read in the book of First Kings, dealing with King Solomon, which is Yahweh Shai and reincarnation, every Israelite had a garden. Every Israelite family had a garden. All right, they had a house. You know, Jake was doing good, man.
Right.
Okay, even the nations round about, it was peace. All right, the nations, the known world at that time experienced peace. You know what I'm saying? And it was peace by means of a righteous rulership. All right, it wasn't the peace that Rome supposedly pushed out. They call it a Pax Romana or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Rome, peace of Rome or whatever. You know, when can you look that up? Pax Romana.
From
If I'm saying it right, from just Google. During the Roman Empire, they had a really, because really, the revived Roman Empire being America, the whole Make America Great Again, the golden era of America, which Trump, you know, said we were going to enter when he first got in office. That ain't nothing more than him pretty much quoting a saying of ancient Rome. Now, even amongst the Romans, all right, yeah, you can throw that saying out there and say that, oh yeah, we're experiencing a state of peace, but it's all kind of demonic BS going on behind closed doors. Roman emperors getting killed, assassinated. You know, the plebeians and patricians warring against each other.
Right.
You know, the Senate, which means elders. All right, them doing all kind of debaucherous acts. You know, but even with a certain level of so-called peace that the immediate Roman Empire might have felt or experienced, the people, the nations around them was still catching hell because you got to pay tribute to these damn demons,
Right.
to these Edomites.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't do what they say, they coming to take your oil.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. Or whatever.
Yes.
You know
So it's a bunch of BS, man. Okay, it's a bunch of bullshit.
They'll come and take your women.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. You got that to walk?
Yep. I was just looking up who was emperor at the time. So this is
And after that, try to find who it was after that time.
it was Augustus, and it was right after their civil war.
Okay. Which Augustus, he ruled the longest, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
After Julius,
Right.
he ruled like 40 something years or
Let's
something.
see, 27 BC to 14 AD.
27. Okay.
That nigga ruled for a while. He was the Caesar when Yahweh Shai was on earth. You know.
All right, this is Pax Romana. Roman peace was a roughly 200-year period, 27 BCE to 180 CE.
So do you really think that the 200-year period of Rome was actual peace? Think about the 200.
No, because like you said, it was all this the backdoor backstab. Next thing you know, it's a new decree saying that this guy is Caesar because the other Caesar got killed last night by this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This guy is now Caesar. He killed the last Caesar, so he's now Caesar. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, 200 years of peace, right? Look at America, 1776, right? It's supposedly founded. 200 years from that will be 1976. All right, so use those 200 years as two dates in which you can see, you can examine and determine, was there peace within America within those 200 years?
Absolutely
JFK
not.
got his wig split. Fucking Abraham Lincoln got his wig split. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just and I'm using that as an example
Right.
because America's not supposed to, but it is a revived Roman Empire.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing new under the sun. So all this golden age of America BS, that's all, man. Hey, the Lord's about to flush the toilet bowl, man.
Right.
Go ahead tomorrow.
Yep. It's lucky. I was just looking at Civil War wasn't until 1861, so that's within that time, that 200 years. Civil War,
Yep.
The Spanish American War, the Mexico America War. I mean, man, the Native Wars. You
Yeah.
name it.
All the violence, and all the civil violence that was going on with Jake.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
America, it was in turmoil.
Great Depression.
Yeah, because if they wasn't pushing out the war outwardly, it was all
and
right there
fightings.
focused on Jake and them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, turning their aggression over into us.
Right. That's man. So the thing is, right now they're putting all their aggression out towards the rest of the world, and it's kind of imploding in the inside. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So they're gonna have he's doing a little bit of focusing on the inside, you know, but it's too late, man. There's no bomb for Babylon. That's what we read on Monday.
Yep.
There's no bomb for her. If it was, she could be healed. You know,
Yeah, nothing's gonna bring this place back.
it's over. Just like it was for Rome, it's over, man. And this is the 250th year, and you know, brothers keep getting into that. Brothers keep bringing that up. This is the 250th year, and empires only last estimated 250 years, man.
Come July.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I'm interested to see
CTD, man.
what if we hear come 4th of July.
Mm.
I pray I pray we ain't, but
Right.
according to prophecy,
Yeah.
MOTV got a hit and so on and
There's
so
still
forth.
things to happen.
But it's gonna be interesting to see just the what's gonna happen on that day or surrounding that time, being that, even though these dumbass Babylonians know they cooked, they still are filled with pride. That's all they know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All these Edomites here in America know is to be living in a trailer park, wearing the same pair of jeans, tooth decay on every tooth, drinking Budweiser with a mullet, and still be proud, man.
Singing, proud to be
In
an American.
Hey, when Apostle Gabar was saying that, I was dying laughing. Hey, I was at work singing that shit. I walked up to this brother.
Crazy.
Cause it's like it's so fucking stupid. That's a dumbass
that's a
song.
crazy
That is a
ass
really
song.
dumb
That's a
song.
dumbass song, yo.
And they were singing the I forget which game I was watching, but they started singing the they started singing that one stupid fucking it wasn't the national anthem, it's the other one.
They
Yeah.
all stupid.
You know what I'm saying? Like the America. It's like, man, get that bullshit. Yeah. It's like who and it,
Weak ass shit.
it's like who's listening to this shit and is actually pumped up?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Why do you know the lyrics?
Right.
That's a better question. When did you learn the lyrics?
It
You
was
know
in
what I'm
school.
4
It was in
years old
school.
in school.
Fuck.
Hell,
Crazy.
man. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know you had to research that shit to go sing it,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Hey, they be singing that shit at karaoke night and shit.
Damn. With the Budweiser.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Of prosperity, stability,
Pax Romana.
yep,
Petrol money.
and imperial
Pax,
expansion
yeah.
of
Pax,
Roman
Pax.
Empire.
So I read that
Initiated
again, bro.
Pax Romania, a roughly 200-year
Romana.
Roman peace, quotes, was a roughly 200-year period, 27 BCE to 180 CE, of relative stability, prosperity, and imperial expansion in the Roman Empire, initiated by Emperor
All right, hey,
Augustus.
Roman expansion. You're not expanding any empire by means of peace, because to expand means you are acquiring new lands, which most likely inhabit indigenous peoples. So how is that any form of peace when you know that the people that are now that encompass your empire, grafted into your empire, so to say, a large portion of them got put to death fighting against you telling them they gotta get down and lay down.
Right.
You know, and that's what the railroads experienced at Greenland, once again, Mexico, Colombia, Cuba.
Yeah.
They could be all be on the list. Honduras, all right, Venezuela. You know,
you name it. Hey, we've been reading it every week. That Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
We ain't doing nothing if it ain't over here.
Yeah.
Well, we gonna do some shit though.
Yep.
Right.
Damn.
Monroe.
Listen to this white supremacy. It fostered secure trade, law, and order across vast territories, making a golden age for arts, literature, and technology, though still involving military conquests. How is this peace? And suppressing revolts. This era saw the empire reach its peak in size and population.
They set up garrisons.
Yep. Law and order.
People, other nations were occupied. All right, they're talking about setting up a. The U.S. set up a. What is it? No. It was the Israelis going into Somalia. Elder Yashwamba did a lesson going into the Somali situation in Minneapolis. And I was talking to this brother about it yesterday. You have the Israelis, Mossad and whatnot, that is trying to pretty much divide Somalia into two and call the northwestern part of Somalia Somaliland, and then set up which I believe they might already have a military base constructed there. So anytime Esau takes over, all right, via military might, in a country that does not belong to them, they're going to set up a garrison, and you are going to be occupied. And therefore, if you want to act out or rebel, we got a presence right there, ready to kill you if need be. All right.
Though still involving military conquests and suppressing revolts, this era saw the empire reach its peak. People, a modern day revolt on a minute scale would be, people protesting. I was gonna say that shit is going on in Iran right now.
Yeah.
As a revolt.
Yep. Over in Europe, the people start protesting. They squash that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the avenue in which America is traveling down to where. You had I seen the brother, I forget what brother it was, he posted something on the campus chat where this chick was protesting. Well, not even protesting. She was outside. I think she was talking about the Minneapolis situation. She was in the snow doing an interview with the news people, talking about what they were doing to them Somalis was wrong. And right after the interview was done, there was a SUV cop car, parked in front of this building, and they just got out and just arrested the chick.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? She was by herself. They just arrested her. Which that could all be a goddamn psyop too. You know what I'm saying? But
shit, yeah.
Can't trust nothing.
Just
can't trust nothing.
Shooting and murdering motherfuckers.
Which is good.
Too.
That's good.
What was that in Minneapolis too?
Minneapolis. Yeah. It's good because at some point in time, when people ain't got nothing to lose, they lose it.
That's right.
So I don't know what's taking these people so long to crash out, but please do.
Right.
Be our guest.
Somebody.
Right. We want to go home bad. We want to go home.
Even to where if we gotta suffer through that,
Yeah.
we're willing to suffer through it because we'll just rather go home, man.
Yeah.
You know?
It's temporal. The suffering that we go as men of the Lord, that we are gonna have to endure. It's all temporal, man.
Right.
You know, in all these years in the truth, we've prepared through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. It's been a preparation, all right. Because from time to time, you might mull over these things, you might
Right.
ponder upon these things. You know, where early on in the truth it's really like a concern. Like you might not necessarily voice it, but you thinking it like, man, what
Right.
if you know get good? But now it's like, man, I don't give a fuck. I don't care, man.
Hey, you,
Hey,
we grew.
I'll rock this out to the end, man.
That's right. We grow to, you know what I'm saying, you get a grown man mindset of things. Like whatever comes, all right, man. Whatever the day gonna throw at you, you take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Other than keep serving y'all by Shem Yahshua, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you appreciate the things that's you know, you count your blessings as well, man.
Yeah.
You know? Because regardless of what situation you're put in, if you still got the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you still actually putting in your effort towards the work, towards the ministry, then you still in a good case, man. Keep moving forward. Learn from your mistakes and keep on moving, man.
And as a member of the elect, Abaratazar, whatever you go through is all to glorify Yahweh
That's
Shem
right.
Shai. So,
That's right.
you know, the Lord, you know, I was talking with this brother earlier in the week. The Lord will never, whatever we go through is what the Lord knows we can handle. So why not just go through it in faith?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But let's get some scriptures.
Yeah,
You talking. It's like, you know, knowing that the Lord put you through that because He knew you can handle it. So
Right.
handle it, even if it leads to you being a martyr or whatever the case may be. You know, and then you know, as a brother in Dallas last night, they was going into, you know, a lot of times it's just you thinking and it ain't even came to that, and that might not even be what it is.
Not be the way
You
it
know?
turned out or nothing.
Yeah.
You know? You
Mhm.
didn't put all this effort into thinking about it. Let me read this real quick.
Yeah.
You have something also too?
No, I do not.
Okay, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. All right, it says, "There hath no temptation taken you, but such as common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it."
Yeah. You know, so the Most High, present a way in which, you know, He'll get you to a point to try your faith, and then, you know, like Peter being broke out of prison,
Mm-hmm.
might have thought it was, man, I'm cooked, this is over. Like, damn. And then the angels deliver you up out of there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so everything is a trial of our faith.
Faith.
Real quick, you mentioned this, you quoted this earlier, so I want to read this. This is pertaining to Babylon, right?
Yep.
This is Jeremiah 13, in verse. Actually, that's not it. That's not it. Select it. My bad. Grab you got something? If not, Tawar, grab Isaiah 14:12.
Yeah, I'm right there. This is Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
Break it down. Yeah, hey, that's not speaking about the spiritual demon Satan, and that's not speaking about the fallen angels of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's in reference to Esau, Edom, right? And his corrupt ass being corroded from the ground up. You know, he's on high, but the Lord said he gonna bring him down very low, right? So he gonna cut his ass down. How? First, he gonna get him economically. They're gonna have to bring in that MOTB. Then they're gonna be expanded in war like Rome, and they're gonna have to end up over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Then Yahweh Shai gonna come back and whoop that ass. And then the rest of them that survived the destruction of Babylon, being the ICBM nuclear missiles, going to be carted off into slavery and then burned in a pit after 1,000 years. So this is the beginning of us seeing someone that was on a very high nest being brought very, very low.
Right.
In the earth, and his vibration is low right now, and you can see it with Esau, crashing out on all these damn videos. Verse 13. That this weaken the nations, right? And he did that through what? His policies. We just read how Rome was going through and stopping revolts, and just being a lording over everything.
Right.
Putting all these other nations in a small box and lording over them into where they couldn't, they had no choice but to get down with Esau's program. Verse 13, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will.
That's this whole AI BS. It's nothing more than these technocrats assuming that, the brother put out a video on the campus chat. You got a Moabite company that can take pretty much your personality and your, certain attributes that make you you, put it on a damn a chip, and then sometime in the future, like download that, pretty much you into one of these damn robots, or into somebody else, like to where it's like damn near a doppelganger, not just what you look like, but who you are. That's demonic, man.
Yeah.
All right. Now the irony is people don't believe in reincarnation, but if Esau and the heathen were able to actually implement that, would that not be a left-hand version of reincarnation? Here it is. This your grandma, she lived and died. You know what I'm saying? And then fucking 2050, because she downloaded her fucking shit on a damn hard drive. Now some old lady is walking around, with the whole personality of your grandma. That's like a left-hand version of reincarnation.
It is. Yes, through his witchcraft.
Yeah.
Right, because he's been given power.
Yeah.
And that's what he wants to do. That's why he wants to sit in the temple of the Most High, calling himself the Most High. Yep. He wants to be the creator of all creation. Yep. He has a God complex, man. He's envious of our power.
He got a complex, bro. Only way,
I will sit also, partway through Isaiah 14 and 13, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Yeah, Esau, he's sitting in a seat of authority over the Israelites, man.
Yep.
Okay, the stars of the Heavenly Father is referring to the Israelites. Yeah. Okay, tell you that in Revelation.
The mount of the congregation.
Yeah. The third part of the stars we talk about in Revelation.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to, can you grab that? That's referring to the southern kingdom, or Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Because Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, for the most part, were the tribes that remained in the Holy Land, during the time of Pax Romana. You know what I'm saying? Which during that time, 70 AD, you did have what's that? Where Jake fled, diaspora. Persecution of 70 AD.
The destruction of
the temple, all that. Via Titus.
Yeah.
All right, Vespasian, Domitian. Yeah. So that third part representing the southern kingdom, which lets you know that these stars is referring to the Israelites. If you got that, go ahead. But go ahead, Tawal. Let me know when you got that.
Dealing with that, I will ascend above the heights of the cloud and will be like the Most High. Their space race.
Mm-hmm.
They was able to get their ass up there to the space station and enter what do they call it? Not outer space, but
Inner orbit.
Inner orbit.
which them niggas in the bottom of some Olympic swimming pool.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Floating around, swimming in a damn, in a airtight container in the bottom of some Olympic swimming pool, acting like they in space, man.
And NASA will slip up every once in a while and show you that.
Yeah,
And you be like, why are they in the water?
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I know they ain't in the actual firmament up there because they can't get that.
Yeah. Nah, man.
Did you?
Mhm.
What you was- Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You want directly to the point.
Yeah.
Okay. Revelation chapter 12, verse 3. It says, "And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered."
Right. That's talking about the Roman Empire. All right. The woman being Israel. Okay. So the Roman Empire before it became revived, which is what we experience now via America.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, you know, the actual ancient Roman Empire being the empire that persecuted the woman, being the nation of Israel,
Right.
which was to bring forth the man child, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth.
Right, so that third part being the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, that was still in the Holy Land. Okay? You know, all the persecution, you know, that we faced and went through, you know. You had Jake making suicide pacts. All right, the last stronghold was Masada, which they committed suicide. You know, you had Jake eating leather,
Right.
you know, eating their children.
Yep.
Okay, because of the siege that was placed upon them by the Romans
Yeah.
being so severe. You know?
It says, and the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
Yeah, and that being Herod trying to kill, you know, Yahweh Shai. Hearing, you know, you had the wise men that pretty much knew that the birth of Yahweh Shai, that Yahweh Shai was born in the earth,
Mm-hmm.
the Savior, the anointed, Mashiach, all right, Hamashiach. And, you know, Herod, he made it a point to, okay, I'm sitting in the position as the king of the Jews,
Mm-hmm.
so I have to actually persecute the king of the Jews. All right, this individual that was prophesied to come and deliver the people I got paying tribute to me. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
And she brought forth a man child, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto the heavenly Father and to his throne.
Yeah, Yahweh Shai being persecuted, being crucified, you know, resurrected, and then ultimately sitting at the right hand side of Yahweh in the heavens.
That's right.
To this day. You
Right
know?
now.
Right now.
Right now.
So,
I mean, you know, it's
That's
pretty
fine.
much.
Continue on, bro.
Yep, this is Isaiah 14 and 15. I'll start back at 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High.
Yeah, this Palantir BS.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The brothers been going into that. You know, them really my Minority Report.
Yeah.
That's the world that we see pretty much unraveling and unfolding via all this AI and technology advancements and inventions. It ain't nothing more than a Minority Report in which with that they can frame you to you already got Esau messing with via AI messing with brothers' videos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to where it's like making it seem as if brothers said something they didn't say. AI is already doing that. Checking things out.
Yep.
Esau is already doing that with the level of AI that we currently have. All right, what do you think is going to be the outcome of him crowning his enterprise with success. If he were to get to that. You know what I'm saying? He could just frame, like, even in the movie Minority Report, you had Tom Cruise, which was an agent in the that movie Minority Report. Even he got set up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even he got set up as if he was doing something.
They came after this nigga to arrest him.
Yeah,
on
bro.
The shit that he was an agent arresting him. That's like an ICE agent getting arrested by ICE for being illegal.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about? Like that's like the same thing, right?
Oh man. Yeah. You got them gloves on, you throwing shit out there, moving shit around. Oh, this old retarded ass shit, man. That's the real Esau is trying to.
He wants that.
Yeah.
That's what he wants.
It's just a transparent piece of glass. Everything that you would see on the computer screen just pops up on that. And you point over here, make it small, bring it towards you, and that's just demonic, bro.
Just all around them. Yeah, man.
It's a hologram. You all,
fuck all that, man.
Yeah.
That Black Mirror shit.
Right. Right.
Blow this fucking
over here tapping into I don't know if y'all ever seen the one where the people's eye was like a recorder.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And the wife and the husband, he was like, wait, who's that? And so he went through her whole fucking file and was like, what the fuck? Called her ass out. But I was looking for this post I seen today. Elon Musk's supposed to be releasing all kinds of Neuralink brain chips too.
Yeah. Mass production.
Yep.
You know? So that's gonna, man, we are close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We know it's more to that has to happen. But the last couple of days I really been thinking like, man, this is beautiful because we are close.
That's right.
Like things is popping off to where, as the scriptures say, the Most High he's gonna make it short work. He's gonna cut the time short. So with all this happening, the Lord also cutting the time short means that it's a window on which Esau has to accomplish what he wants to accomplish that's shorter than what he would like.
Yeah.
So they gotta steamroll things.
Yeah.
Which is good for us, man. Because it's just right now it's just like we in a movie, like where it's like you gotta binge watch episodes.
Yeah.
You go to sleep, wake up, and it's like, God damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You putting videos on 2 times the speed to listen to them, and man,
Apostle Tahar was quoting a great quote that said, what did he say?
You talking about where things happen in there's decades where
nothing happens,
and then there's weeks where decades happen.
And we're seeing in weeks when decades is up.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. You gotta go ahead, bro.
Yep, this is verse 16, Isaiah 14 and 16. Oh no, 15. I'm gonna start at 14 again. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds and will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt not. Excuse me, sorry. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Yeah. So Esau's gonna become nothing. All right, from this pompous, proud, chauvinistic pig attitude that Clinton's got. From that pride, that level of pride
that Nero's got.
That Nero's got.
Yeah.
From that level of pride to the basis of men, which they are the basis of men, but as the scriptures say, they are wiser than Daniel.
Yep.
When the Lord take that demon off of them, because Esau is a demon with a demon on him, all right, a wisdom demon, all right, left hand wisdom demon, so to say. When they get taken out of power, and they get that left hand wisdom demon pulled off of him, can you imagine the level of ooga booga they gonna be on?
Ooga booga.
You know what I'm saying? They going right back to their natural state, man.
Hey, what's that song you said? It's the racist song, the Ooka Shaka, Ooka Shaka, right?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
I got a feeling.
Oh, okay.
You know that song.
Yeah.
It's
That's a racist song?
But just the way they started.
Yeah.
Ooh, chugga.
Yeah.
Like, what,
Oh,
man?
I ain't never really.
Hey, this brother, I remember this was some years ago. I was sitting at this brother's house and we're just vibing, listening to music. That song come on. He's like, it's in that because they do that shit as soon as the song started. Ooh, good shotgun. Ooh, good, ooh, good, right?
Yeah.
This man was like, man, this is just. He was like, this is just Esau trying their best. Just like, okay, guys, let's just
Come on, we can sound blacker than that.
We can sound just imagine how they sound in Africa.
Yeah.
You know,
Just close your eyes.
Shit. Yeah,
Place
man.
yourself on the safari.
But Esau gonna be the ones that's really ooga boogieing, man.
That's
you know?
right.
Fucking caveman.
He's like, I can't feel it. I can't feel it. But take another sip of Hennessy.
Right.
Yeah. Hit this blunt again.
Yeah. Bite the chicken. Bite the chicken.
Eventually.
You say it with the T. Hit this blunt again.
All right, it's like it.
You had a preset, brother?
I did have a precept. It's like it,
Go.
man. Ezekiel. I just ain't flipped through it all the way yet. It's like it. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was
I'll
about
just-
to say, hit verse 16. What?
Alright, I got a preset this one. Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, it is the man that made the earth. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Could you imagine all these nations right now? China, India, the BRICS nations, all right, minus the Edomite nations that are part of BRICS, which pretty much excludes Russia.
Yeah.
All these, just using them for an example, all the BRICS nations, minus Russia, or any other Edomite nation that has joined or want to join BRICS. When America is destroyed, and we go through and police the earth up, and put all nations into captivity and separate them according to their race, according to their nation, can you imagine how pathetic Edomites are going to look?
Mm-hmm.
All right, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, but here it is, they captured Maduro and they got him in a jumpsuit, a damn sweatsuit. Could you imagine the Edomite, the elites, when we go round them up and beat the shit out of them? All right, that suit and tie, the tie's they ain't gonna have no tie. The dress shirt's gonna be missing, but I was just about to say that missing buttons, the holes in the damn in the slacks.
Yeah, they
you know what I'm
came
saying?
apart at the seams.
Holes in the shirt socks.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like just looking crazy.
Crust.
Right.
Dentures missing.
Right.
Hair grown out.
You know, imagine Trump without his toupee
Hey,
and his spray on tan.
Damn.
Looking crazy.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
He looked like a piece of raw chicken.
A
You know
chewed
what I'm
up lemon head.
Like you get a chicken
Oh,
leg that got the skin on it. Holy shit.
He gonna look worse than that.
Oh, that's
a
crazy.
pumpkin.
That is crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
That's a pumpkin. That's crazy. That is ridiculous.
Look at this devil.
Alright.
He look like he been alive since he was born. I mean, he
been old.
He ain't got sleep since he was born.
Right?
Just.
He looked like a pumpkin. Like
Yeah.
that shit. That's
Shit, that's what happens when you put up 100 tweets in a fucking night, or not
Yeah.
tweets. That's old school. Posts.
Post on X.
Yeah, in a night.
What they call it? Something. Truth Social.
Truth Social.
Oh, go ahead. No.
Oh, I realized there was a little bit more. I mean, I can get directly to the point of something that you had quoted, but there's a little bit more to it than if that brother's already reading something. We're gonna go in a different direction. You see
All
what
right.
I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah.
What was you reading?
Well, the brother had mentioned how Esau had become wiser than Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They losing everything. You know, so I pulled that scripture, but there's a lot that's tied to it that goes into some of the things that we were speaking about tonight too. So it was like that would be a good way to go. But if we finish that one out,
Yeah.
we can finish that one out
finish
first
that,
before we
then
try to jump into something
jump
all
into
new. You know
What
what I'm saying?
chapter are you in? In Ezekiel?
Ezekiel 28.
Okay, that's what I got too.
Oh
so.
yeah.
me go back to this. This is did you get 8 and 9?
Oh, I mean, I
Almost
said,
Verse 17. That made, oh, I didn't finish 16. That did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners.
Yep.
Damn. All the kings of the nations.
Hey, look at Shalaki. I was listening to a video earlier. They was talking about one thing that America does is it'll give the illusion to these other nations that have sanctions on them that, you know, if they pretty much be a good little lapdog, Babylon will lift those sanctions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then, you know, when they have these meetings, certain meetings, you know, these people come into these meetings in good faith that, you know, eventually we'll get these sanctions lifted, and then now we can get more. Our nation can generate more GDP.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we can trade with other nations. We can get things shipped here and so on and so forth. But that's not the motive of Babylon. Babylon knows that, man, we gonna keep you niggas right there where we want you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And being that Babylon, you know, got control of the earth to a certain degree, you know, there's no true liberty or justice, all right, even according to the standards of the international law.
Mm.
There's no real true justice and liberty for any nation.
Right.
You know?
Because it's underneath a wicked ruler.
Yeah.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, like we read earlier with Job 9:24.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, that's the same play that Esau runs. Esau is running the same play on the rest of the nations of the world, thinking that they're going to get the tariffs lifted or the sanctions lifted or whatnot. As Esau is playing on people here in America, saying that you can go to work a 9 to 5, and somehow you're going to be able to come out, you know, with money. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to actually come out with enough money to pay your bills if you take your ass to work. And that's not really the case, man. You know, so that's the same thing. That's the same thing. The rest of they playing that same play on the rest of the nations on a wider scale, man, with those sanctions and the tariffs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and the remnant of those that are slain.
Yeah, as the remnant.
As the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet.
Yeah, so you think about a pit. You know, you get thrown in a pit. There's all kind of. It's a big ass hole dug.
Mm-hmm.
All right, which makes it a pit. But just like you know, when we construction we've done to our where we had to dig some shit, digging that fence up,
Mm-hmm.
and you just hitting rocks
Forever.
Now imagine if we was trying to make a pit, bro. We'd be hitting all kind of rocks. Boom. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So imagine throwing Esau ass into a pit that was dug, and it's all kind of rocks in there and shit. You know. Hey, that's gonna be their Esau's living quarters. You know?
And his final destination.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how big that pit's got to be to burn all Esau as slaves after we
The
put them to work.
Right.
Hey, that'd be crazy if
That'd be some shit.
set them on fire up in Europe.
Put their ass right here in America somewhere.
No, boy, no foot's gonna touch Babylon.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm just saying, it's wasted land over here. You know what I'm saying?
For the truth's sake, though.
Burn their ass. Yeah.
But it'd be crazy if we
It's
took
all
their ass-
hypothetical. It's all hypothetical on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the first place, so it's like.
But it'd be crazy if we did that up in Europe, man. Took their ass to Europe, you know, and
Right
set
there.
their ass on fire
right there in
right in the
Britain.
bottom of the pit. You know. Can you go ahead?
Verse 20. Thou shalt not be joined with them and burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned.
Mm-hmm.
Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right. There's a slaughter that's coming to Esau, Edom, and they love to try to pass that off like, oh no, that wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? That happened before I was even born. They love trying to pass that off like that, but it's, hey, a lot of the sins or a lot of the things Jake had to suffer was from generations before him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not them within that same lifetime. So, hey, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, man. Because it's easy, everybody's regenerated. You guys, if the rules were still the same, y'all would be right there with it, man. Would nothing be different as far as if they were still allowed to before the Jim Crow, all that type of shit. If America could still do the color thing and the whites and coloreds or whites and or whatnot, the separation, if they could still get away with that type of shit, they would be, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, and that's the beautiful word you used was regeneration, regenerated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a reincarnation scripture. Because the scriptures talk about, if the child can't pay for the sins of the father,
Right,
and the father
right.
can't pay for the
Ezekiel
sins of the
18.
son. So this has to be them coming
It's
back
them
and
coming-
paying for their own sins.
Grab when you get a chance, grab Ezekiel 18.
18.
Well, actually, I'll grab it.
They even tell you that you die and then after that is the judgment, man.
Yeah.
When you come back, you are the one you gonna catch the hell from whatever it is that you did, man.
Also,
Hey, if I may add just real quick, keep your train of thought. But that's why Yahweh Shai had to pay for his own sins first before paying for the sins of the children of Israel. 'Cause he had to pay for the wrongs that he did as Solomon and also as Adam.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It also speaks about Exodus 24:5, that you shall pay for the sins. Let me grab it.
To the third and fourth generation.
Third and fourth generation. Right, so you come back every third and fourth generation, and you living out the punishment that you did in your past life.
Real quick, I want to read Isaiah 14:20 through 22 in the NLT. It says, "You will not be given a proper burial." All right. It says, "For you have destroyed your nation and slaughtered your people."
Damn.
The descend. Hey, what Donald Trump is doing is destroying. He's destroying his own citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Destroying this nation.
That was a white lady that got shot in Minneapolis.
That's good.
That's what's up.
Brian,
That's what's
tell
up.
y'all what you know, so.
Yeah, call all you know about you. Another one bites the dust.
Mhm. Another dead.
It says,
Right. Only good. I'm sorry.
yeah.
That's
It
right.
says the descendants of such an evil person will never again receive honor.
They'll never again receive honor, man. Because of
It
how
said
wicked and evil they've
the
been.
descendants
The descendants
of such an evil person
yeah.
will never again receive honor.
Yeah.
So these Edomites,
They've done.
all right, they're not about to, you can tell they're trying to revive that bravado, that patriotic,
Right.
proud to once again,
Yeah.
all that shit.
If they want a pet eagle.
Yeah,
Same shit they did in after 9/11.
yeah.
Mm.
That white
Right,
pride
right,
just
right.
sparked back up.
Yeah.
Country
Right.
music and Budweiser.
Right.
It says, verse 21, it says, kill this man's children.
Damn.
Woo!
Let them die because of their father's sins.
Shit.
They must not rise and conquer the earth, filling the world with their cities.
Mm.
Yeah. So them are statements, man.
Damn.
You want me to read 22 and 23 in the KJV before you read them in the NLT?
Oh no, that was it on the NLT.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
That's beautiful, man.
That is very beautiful in the NLT.
Make a note.
For I will, verse 22, for I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith Yahweh. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water.
Yeah, for the bittern being those desert creatures, you know, certain birds that are able to survive and thrive in desert conditions. Because after all, that's what America is going to be turned into, is a big ass desert.
Yeah.
You know?
And I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith Yahweh of hosts.
Yeah. Let me see. What verse you in though?
That was the last one, 23.
Okay. There's more, but that's good on that. So we good on Isaiah 14. Real quick, let me read these couple verses in the NLT. I wasn't going to, but here in Isaiah 14 and 22 in the NLT, it says, "This is what the Lord Yahweh of heaven's army says: I myself have risen against Babylon. I will destroy its children and its children's children.
Damn.
Saith the Lord Yahweh. I will make Babylon a desolate place of owls, filled with swamps and marshes. I will sweep the land with the besom of destruction, or with the broom of destruction. Excuse me. I, the Lord Yahweh of heaven's armies, have spoken." So this, hey, you got swamps and marshes down in Louisiana, Mississippi, you know, places like that. So, you know, those Florida, yep.
Everything on that Gulf Coast.
Gulf Coast, yeah. Gulf of America.
Well, not everything, but you know the that portion of the what they call that, the southeast of America.
Yeah.
The southeast.
You ever catch that bar?
No.
I said the Gulf of America.
Oh shit! Oh shit! And that's what I say on Google.
Yeah.
You look at Google right now.
But that's only in America and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The rest of the world normal as hell.
Yeah.
They call it what they want.
Fucking golden age.
Fuck
Gulf of America.
Golden.
Hey, imagine that. Imagine time passed, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the American kids call it the Gulf of America, and that's the way you tell, oh, this is an American person. They say the Gulf of America versus somebody who calls it the Gulf of Mexico. That'd be crazy. Anyway, but I mean, it ain't gonna go that far.
Yeah, he teaching geography. Right. You gotta keep it real. Like, this is the Gulf of Mexico. Don't let Trump fool your ass.
Of Mexico. So did you have something? That was it.
That was it.
Okay. This is you had something you was just about to read?
No, I got something, but go ahead.
Okay. This is lengthy.
Yeah, this is too.
Okay. So this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, and we can start right there at the verse 1. It says.
So like real quick, can you grab that Ezekiel 18? Just to prove the point. Grab Ezekiel 18 in verse 18 and verse like 18 and 18? 18 and 19.
18 and 19?
Yeah. Sorry, 19.
It's Ezekiel 18 and 19. Yet say ye, why? Doth not the Son bear the iniquity of the Father?
And these is questions. All right. Why does not the Son bear the iniquity of the Father? Okay. And that's the question. Go ahead.
When the Son hath done that which is lawful and right, and hath kept all my statutes, and hath done them, he shall surely live. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The Son shall not bear the iniquity of the Father, neither shall the Father bear the iniquity of the Son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him.
Keep going.
But if the wicked will turn from all his sins that he hath committed, and keep all my statutes, and do that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live, he shall not die. All his transgressions that he hath committed, they shall not be mentioned unto him. In his righteousness that he hath done, he shall live. Keep going.
Yep.
Have I any pleasure at all that the wicked should
Actually,
die?
that's it. That's good. That's good right there. With the point proving that you know, you don't pay for a father that has a son. The father doesn't pay for what the son does.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and vice versa. The son doesn't pay for the iniquity of the father. All right, so knowing that and knowing that there's a process of reincarnation that you can read about in the scriptures. All right, you pay for what you've done wrong for your sins when you come back in your next lifetime, which is why Esau, these Edomites that's about to get judged right now, that's in the earth, in particular here in America, is the same devils that was jacking us up when we was in slavery.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The most brutal slavery, you know, we as Israelites faced. The individuals carrying out those acts is these devils we see walking around today.
Yep.
All right? Just how we are a chosen generation.
Yep.
Being that Abrahatazar, we see that salvation, we receive salvation. And you part of that chosen generation if you receive salvation in this day and time.
Right.
So guess what? What's the opposite end of that?
Yep.
These devils, you know what I'm saying?
Wicked generation.
The wicked ass generation of Edomites, all right, that persecuted in the past and attempt to persecute in this day and time.
Yep.
You know, the chosen of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
They came as the Greeks. They came as the Romans.
Mm-hmm.
You know. They was there as the Edomites. They was there as the Idumeans. You know what I'm saying? So long as we've been here, Esau has been a thorn in our side the entire time.
They trying to get into the Holy Land.
Right.
You had Amalek being an asshole.
Right.
Didn't want to let us walk through their land. Killing off the stragglers, so to say.
Mm-hmm. The
You
feeble,
know?
the scriptures
Yeah.
describe him as the feeble that was amongst us.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what Esau do too.
Yeah.
You know, you got Jake love they grandparents.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You know, Mama walks
Right.
slow. Grandpa, he got the cane. You know, and
He
they
say
kind of
he-
like in the back.
He ain't gonna leave his mule behind. They got the cart. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So they don't let
So
the young
you-
people
you-
that's moving
yeah.
faster. You know what I'm
You
talking
know,
about?
your son, your daughters, whatever. They want to be back there with grandma
Right.
and
'Cause
grandpa.
they gonna spoil them, give them
Yes, you know.
what I'm saying?
And then you know, next thing you know, Amalek don't kill everybody. Killed your mom, killed
these
your
niggas been
your
attacked.
dad, you know, killed your children. All right, a real piece of shit, man. Okay, so that's why the Most High, when you read Matthew, he gonna deliver the elect, okay, from Babylon the Great, and then the Edomites and the 2/3 or whatnot, that's here is gonna be left as a sacrifice, man.
Yep.
To be destroyed, to be a nuclear fire.
That's right.
Go ahead.
I was looking at this here. If you go with like the 30 years for generations, like dealing with that third and fourth generation, from when slavery ended, it's been a little like close to that. So it'd be a little over that, but you know, there's also discrepancies of like the ending of slavery as well.
Yeah.
But you know, just proving you know, that's the ones that are going to get judged are the ones that did the wickedness.
This is Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 1. It says, "The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, Thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God," which brothers was talking about this a little earlier too. "I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not a God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God."
Brothers, brother Tajman in Dallas was going into the Prince of Tyrus. You know, like Tyre, being that it's modern day Lebanon, that was up in Tyre, them Hamites that was up there in at that particular point in time. I forget what type of like ship or boat that they are credited with making,
Mm-hmm.
but they being that they had that knowledge to make that, you know, type of boat or whatnot. They were experts with sea travel, man.
Yeah, navigating the seas.
So they had wealth flowing into Lebanon,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and also like when you read in Kings, First Kings, dealing with King Solomon, you know, the way he got a bunch of cedar from Lebanon sent to Israel to make for the building of his palace and the temple.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that cedar was sent to Israel was by way of the ocean, of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't travel across land because right north of Israel is Lebanon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you look on an ancient map, okay, Syria, Lebanon, so on and so forth. But he sent it via water, all right, and then it went to Israel, and then from there they busted it down, and because they made like rafts out of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know how you tie it together. You see the movies where they take a whole bunch of logs and tie them together, and
Right.
now you're able to float down the stream or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what they did. But when it got to its destination on the shores of Israel, they busted it down, and then it was moved inland to be able to be prepared to make the palace and the temple or whatnot. So that's just an example of how, you know, you have wealth flowing into Tyre,
Right.
all right, into modern day Lebanon. So look at Babylon, man. You had at one point in time you had prior to, you know, COVID and all these naval vessels. Remember a couple years ago when all the naval vessels was the ports was all backlogged and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Prior to that, man, you had constant flow
Oh, you
coming
had a
into
couple
America.
of strikes too that happened.
Yeah.
That really fucked
in
up shit.
2020
Maybe 2020. I was gonna say 2023, but
it was like November, December 2024, right before 2025, because that one job I had, the driving wheel job I had, I remember that winter, you know what I'm saying, because that shit would have got affected, you know, so I remember it was
Okay.
2024,
I
right
see.
before 2025,
Okay.
but
Maybe
yeah.
like the fall time or something.
it was like
winter?
November, December, right
Okay.
before 2025 hit,
Okay.
you know, but go ahead.
Which it was going on for a while too. Those shits went on
Couple
for a
weeks.
couple. Yeah.
It was
I mean,
it wasn't no
good.
month.
It was good enough to
To
you know
it
what
was
I'm saying?
memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Yeah, Esau trying to put your spirit on a damn computer. You know, that takes some left hand wisdom to download somebody's personality and characteristics and store it on just how you can go to Jake can go to not even just Jake but just men in general can go to a sperm bank and get your damn sperm frozen for how God knows how long and then you dead and gone but you impregnate some damn retarded woman or some shit.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Some weird bitch.
Yeah, so-
went to the sperm bank and bought your sperm.
Yeah, man. So you got man. Hey, you know what's, bro? There's a lot of people walking around that are a product of that.
Bro,
Hey, what do you think about? That's why a lot of people are so fucking weird, man.
Hey,
Because a lot of these people is damn sperm bank babies.
Damn.
Is that crazy?
That's fucking. Oh.
The fact, or you know, I believe they said that they did the first gene edited child.
Designer babies.
Yeah, the first of them actually was
China.
born.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're really into that, you know?
that baby gonna have all kind of issues.
Wasn't it the AIDS gene that they took out of him?
Whatever the fuck they done
I know
did, but
They can do shit to where like they can choose the eye color and shit like that.
that's crazy,
Fuck.
right?
You know,
Like just fucking around with shit that they ain't even supposed to be fucking with. And I believe some years back, so like I remember there was a story or something some years back, early days, first couple years of In the Truth or whatnot, but there was something about them where they born these twins, but they deleted some of the what they called empty space, or it's not dark matter because that's for space, but
yeah.
like the dealing with data or the not data DNA. They had deleted something and then the babies came out all fucked up. To where they didn't really, I don't believe they made it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look into that and try to find something on that, if that's on the internet. But I remember that was, you know what I'm saying? Because we used to cuss them out, man, fucking with shit that y'all, you know the fiery days. Fucking with shit that y'all ain't supposed to even be fucking with, man. You know what I'm saying? Just on the street screaming at people. Hey, every Edomite that's walking past is just catching the wrath for all that he saw. You real motherfuckers, man. You shouldn't even have been fucking around with that shit, man. But yeah, because there's certain there's things Esau thinks that what they see is everything. There's things that's at play that Esau has no idea about, So they think that they're so smart fucking with shit, and they about to really find out, fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Can I read this real quick just
Yeah,
to
go
bring
ahead, bro.
both you and I were talking about the same thing. In November 2018, media from all over the world reported that 2 twin girls had been born with modified genes to make them HIV immune.
Born with modified genes.
Yep.
And that was the China one?
Yeah.
2 twin girls
Chinese
born
scientists
with modified genes. A designer baby.
Yeah.
Which is witchcraft, man. That's like you tempting the Lord, man, doing some shit like that.
You're just playing around with shit, man.
Mm.
It says, with thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches.
Yeah, when you look at
Trade.
maritime trade, there's boats just traveling all over the world.
That's how majority of trade actually happens. Is
Via
naval vessels. Huh?
And a lot of them was coming here to America, offloading, and then at the same time getting stocked up with shit to take back to their country or drop off somewhere else.
Yep.
Hit a couple stops. You stop over here in Singapore and then hit Korea and then China or whatever the case may be, and that's money for America, man. All right, now that ain't really so much the case now because of the conditions of the world, what's happening in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, this is all the status of Babylon.
Yep. Yep.
We're reading about the end of this place, man. Go ahead.
Hey, and a lot of that's getting fucked up with the tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the traffic that's coming, because every American port is a busy port.
Mm-hmm.
Any city that has a port, that port's a big part of their revenue, their income.
That port is like major for that region.
Right.
Because think about Seattle, right? Seattle, Tacoma.
Yep.
Those
even Olympia got a port.
Olympia, yeah. So those are 4 ports we just named off in the state of Washington itself. Now, what's distributed or offloaded in those ports gets shipped out from that point eastward.
Right.
It might go north into even into Canada.
Right.
All right, or to the border of Canada. All right, it might go down into Oregon, into Idaho via trucks.
Over to Montana.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe even the Dakotas. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
all kinds of, this whole
It just
little
blankets out.
however it needs to go. You know what I'm saying? Because they can get shit up to like Chicago via vessel as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's other places that's inland that do get some water access.
They gotta
that
come
could
from
be
the Atlantic
shipping,
Ocean. Remember
but
we
they-
talked about
right,
that before?
Right, they gotta come from the Atlantic. We're
Atlantic.
coming from our ports are very busy because it's a direct link to
Yeah.
everything that's popping right there
From
in Asia.
Asia. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It'll have to come through either Washington, Oregon, or California to be able to make it into the rest of the country. You know?
This region of the country.
Well, for our
For-
region,
yeah,
we'll
for-
take Washington will take it, but you know what I'm saying. For
Yeah.
it to enter the country in
From
general,
one of them.
right? Well, in
From the
general,
West
it'll have
Coast,
to
yeah.
happen. It'll have to happen from the West Coast. You know. It says, by thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
Yeah, pride, man. All right, just the pride of America has gradually increased and got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse to the point the Most High is like he's tired of Esau thinking that they're above him, in which there's gonna be action, a belt to ass, as they say in the
Right.
boxing world.
Right.
All right, belt to ass. Go ahead.
It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the heavenly Father. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations,
Mm-hmm.
and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and
Yeah,
they
all
shall
the-
defile thy brightness.
These militaries, all these militaries is gonna band together to a certain degree and come against this place. Why? Because this Babylon the Great via the crackhead that's in office, Donald Trump. This dude is threatening the whole planet. You know what I'm saying? Threatening
Right.
the whole planet.
He put the fact that he got a whole
You
list
know?
and be like, oh, this country's on the list, this country's on the list.
Yeah,
Bro,
he's making
every
a
country
list.
in the world should be like, yo, this
Checking it
nigga got a
twice.
list.
He's gonna
You know what I'm
find out
saying?
if you're naughty or nice.
That should be red flags. All countries should be like, damn, is our country on the list? This nigga don't care about how good we may have had relations and whatnot. Are we on the list for this nigga?
Yeah, everybody better be checking if they on that.
Cause he's straightened up with this Greenland talk, man. He's got Europe fucking over there looking at him sideways, man. You know, giving that, the meme with the dog that's looking. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, the dog with the face.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's looking at him sideways, like, yo, you can't just threaten to use military action and take that,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, we read it on Monday. You know, he's a madman sparing none.
Right, right.
He don't care who's in his way. He gonna get what he want. And really, it's the small hats just tell him, hey, you better make these moves. Or
Right.
You ain't gonna be able to deal with all this decadence you done built up for yourself.
It's all falling apart either way. And this is, like the brother was saying too, man, this is a very beautiful thing to be able to witness, okay? Anybody who's distraught about the fact that this place is crumbling, you know what I'm saying, the fact that things are getting worse in America, if that's making you disgruntled, then this truth ain't for you, man.
Right.
You know, if that's really playing some type of part where it's making you feel some type of way other than, kind of joyous,
Right.
Then this truth ain't really for you. Because the minute the Lord is going to be looking for the downfall of America. That's what we're doing. We're chanting down Babylon, man. Week in and week out. Why would you not be happy about actually seeing that play out in front of you? You know? Rather than, no, I'm trying to hold on. I got plans next year to go on vacation, man. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, this place is on its way out. And we love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
We're cheering this on, man. You know? But anyway, it says, yeah, was you holding on something?
I'm just
Okay.
reading along with you.
This is verse 8. It says, they shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas. Wilt thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am a power? But thou shalt be a man, and no power in the hand of him that slayeth thee.
Yeah, like Yahushua, say for instance, the day of the Lord, Donald Trump, if he's the president, that's, in power, or the president of the U.S., on the day of the Lord. But he, prior to Yahushua, and these armies, or the angels, and the armies blowing up America, right?
Yeah.
So say Donald Trump is able to get to some bunker somewhere in a different continent.
Mm-hmm.
But then, Yahushua and the elect, or however, whoever is blessed with that privilege to bust up in that bunker and get his ass.
Yeah.
We bust in that mug and he in there, like we said earlier, toupee missing, no spray on tan, all looking crazy, right? And then we go to apprehend him, and he talking about, I'm the president of the United States.
Right.
Read that again.
It says,
hold on, what verse is that?
That's verse 9. Ezekiel 28 and 9. Right? Because it's like, look, when the missiles get fired on this place, America can't puff up its chest no more. You know what I'm saying? When those alarms is going off, when all of them shits is inbound, America can't be like, nah, you other countries, y'all gotta listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too late for that. You know what I'm saying? So it says, wilt thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am a power? But thou shalt be a man and no power in the hand of him that slayeth thee.
Yeah, in the NLT it says, Ezekiel 28:9, it says, Will you then boast, I am a God, to those who will kill you? Question.
Right, to those that'll kill you, hey Leonidas.
To those who kill you.
To those who kill you, but 300.
Mm-hmm.
You will find that I am a kind God. And then when the spirit hit his cheek, he looked like he wanted to cry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And you will find that I am God.
Deep ass fucking voice.
That shit. And when I first seen that movie, the first time I heard him talk, I was like, what the fuck is
What
going
is
on?
that?
What the hell?
What
So
the
tall
hell
ass
is even
nigga.
that?
Go ahead. I'm good. You find that I am
Oh, that voice, that's not a voice you can't even.
Right, you can't even remember. You can't make your voice go down there.
That's
bro.
like a giant voice.
Right.
Right. It's like deep bass into that. Anyway.
Continuing in this real quick.
Yeah.
It says, I'm gonna read verse 9 again. It says, Will you then boast, I am a God, to those who will kill you, to those who kill you, to them you will be no God, but merely a man.
Yep. Hey, it's gonna be a humbling experience for the people of the earth to see Babylon get wiped off the map, man. especially for the Babylonians. Hey, the scriptures and even the wicked of the nation of Israel. The scriptures say that they're gonna have to learn it after death by pain, man. And the scriptures describe the pain as their eyes consuming away in their holes, in their tongues while they stand upon their feet.
Yeah.
Hey, for that to happen while you're on your feet, mean you still got consciousness to you. Because when you ain't got your spirit's gone, that body go limp.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Shit's still ting.
So like, yeah, things are still firing off. You know what I'm saying? You still very much aware of what's going on, while that's happening, man. I don't want no parts of that. At all. It says, this is back in the Ezekiel 28 verse 10 in the KJV. It says, thou shalt die the death of the uncircumcised by the hand of strangers, for I have spoken it, saith the Lord power. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Can somebody grab Nahum 3, 1 through 7? And we can wrap up with that. Nahum 3, 1 through 7. Alright. Then after that we can wrap it up.
You want to read that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is Nahum 3 and 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
Man, what we just experienced Saturday. Lies and robbery.
Right. Right.
Bloody city. Everywhere America goes, it is going to bring forth death. somebody gonna die. They was boasting about how no Americans died.
Right. During
But-
the Venezuela thing.
Yeah, but 40, I guess, you had Cubans that was part of the military detail or whatnot
Yep.
that supposedly died. You know what I'm saying? And you hear nothing of that on American mainstream media.
Right. Nothing.
You gotta resort to alternative media to even hear about that. You know?
It says 32
32?
people.
Yeah, they said, okay, 32. I thought
32 Cubans killed during U.S. attack on Venezuela.
Okay, it might have been a total of 40, but 32 of them was the Cubans.
Yeah, because
But
I
I
heard.
could-
some-
you heard
40 as well?
Yeah.
On Reuters, it says Venezuela's interior minister says 100 people died in U.S. attack.
You know Esau gonna cook the books.
That's January 7th. That was put up,
That's a day
which
after.
was today.
I mean, what am I talking about?
Yeah, this was put up today, which is Reuters, you know,
Yeah.
which says Venezuela's interior minister says 100 people died in U.S. attacks.
Damn.
So Esau saying 32, but hey, Venezuela's like, no, it's 100.
And,
You know,
and Esau really trying to say nobody.
right,
Fucking liar.
right.
Kidnapping. Verse 2, Nahum 3 and 2. The noise of the whip, and the noise of the rattling of the wheel, and the prancing horses, and the jumping chariots. The horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear.
Hey, look, like here in America, you got all these vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because America is nothing but the ancient Nineveh. All the ancient empires that ruled, they are to some degree reincarnated here in America.
Mm-hmm.
Certain aspects of their kingdom, you know, spiritually America draws from that, has incorporated it into this kingdom, you know, and promote that behavior or that ideology or that worship or you know the deities that they worship in those ancient kingdoms.
Yep.
All right, so and here in America, man, you got bumper to bumper traffic, vehicles. All right, back in the days, you didn't have vehicles. You had fucking as it says, you know, what's it say? I'm looking at the NLT. The noise of the whip, the noise of the rattling of
Because you
the
had a
wheels.
horse and buggy. And
Horse,
shit.
there we go.
That's
Horse
what
and
you-
buggy. Yeah, the rattling of the
Cars.
wheels, prancing horses, jumping chariots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All this folly, all these vehicles. Okay, to go to work. You want to do anything in a society? It's some mode of transportation that's gonna be via vehicle for the most part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People don't walk to the store.
Some people ride bikes, but out here that's a
Far
lot
and few
more.
between, yeah.
Yeah.
Here,
Out
because
here
they're
it's
all
a lot
liberals,
more
yeah.
because these motherfuckers are weirdos. But I'm pretty sure in most places niggas ain't just on bikes all the fucking time.
In traffic.
Just on
With
fucking
some
bikes,
Speedos
man,
on,
with some
like, yeah.
goddamn spandex. Nigga, where's you going?
Niggas cutting stars on themselves.
Coming back from lunch on a bike.
Yeah.
With one glove on your bike.
Yeah, with a fucking black latex glove
And they got
on one hand.
They got the little glasses with the dumbass helmet.
The long
Ass back helmet because these niggas be trying to speed ride.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, though. Go ahead, bro.
Can I read this precept real quick?
Mhm.
This is Isaiah 30 and 1. I'll just read through it real quick. The point is in 3. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But look unto the Holy One of Israel, or they
But look not.
they look not unto the what?
Mm-hmm.
Unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh.
Right. You got a lot of people that's putting their trust in Babylon the Great.
Yeah.
You know, even amongst the Israelite, the so, for lack of a better term, community, the Israelite circle. All right. You have individuals who's really looking at They looking at Babylon, man. They really want this place to continue. You know,
They
talking
got
about
with the
building
shit.
shit up.
I mean, with the jab.
Jump ship.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. That's a great point. That's
Even
a great
under
example right
circumcision.
there. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. telling their congregation to go and get that juice, man. You know. So they're looking at Babylon for help. They're looking at it says Egypt. Looking at Egypt for help, man. Okay? But they're not putting their trust in the Lord, you know? Which hey, everything's gonna really come to light there in the MOTB. We're just waiting, man. Come on, man. Drop what you're gonna drop, Esau. Do what you're gonna do, man. Alright, we want the kingdom of heaven. Yeah, stop playing around, man.
Yeah, back there. Stop pussyfooting.
Right. Like drop that MOTB, man. So we can get the fuck out of here, you know? But when the MOTB actually does drop that RFID microchip, we're gonna see who's really serious about serving Yahweh Shem Yahshai and who's fluff. We're gonna see, man. You know? Yeah. Which we pray that that we endure, you know? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 2. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his sword, but will arise against the house of evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horse is flesh and not spirit. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall fail together.
It's like it. The Egyptians are men and not gods, man. These Edomites that's in charge of shit, they're just men. All right, they're not a power over you like that, man. Okay, they're not the Heavenly Father. So when they come with their Palantir, when they come with that MOTB, when they come with all this, the fucking robots and the AI, you know what I'm saying, and all this hologram system we was talking about earlier, when they come with all that shit, don't be fearing them with that bullshit, man. All right, you keep your faith and your fear towards Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man, and you be all right.
That's right.
You gonna say something?
It mentioned, it mentioned that the horses, Egypt's horses are flesh and not spirit. You know, so the looking at it from a military standpoint, the fighter jets and the B-17, C-130s, and all this bullshit Esau got, that shit is made out of material found here on planet Earth.
Right.
That is going to stand no chance against Yahweh Shai and the angels.
Right.
Those vehicles. Those vehicles are those horses, so to say, are because you had what was that, Elisha that said the chariots.
Chariots of Israel.
The chariots of Israel and the horsemen thereof.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So referring to the so-called UFOs, that spirit, man, it'll be there and then disappear. It'll be this side and then shrink to where you can't even see it, but it's there. It'll be visible, then it's invisible.
Right.
You know, that spirit. Esau don't have technology to where he can do that. All right. So don't fear what Esau got going. You know.
Yeah, and the second Maccabees, the 5th chapter, goes into how it was up there, the chariots and the horses was up there for 40 years.
Doing the war games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, back in Nahum 3:3, the horseman lifted up both the bright sword and glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft.
They talk about how this whole Maduro, Venezuela shit is a big CIA clusterfuck. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that this dude possibly could have sold out his nation.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Sold out his country and made a deal. All kind of crazy shit, man. So read that once again, bro.
Yeah. Nahum 3 and 4, because of the multitude of whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts.
Crazy, man.
Babylon, man. No end to the wickedness of Babylon.
None.
Right? You know, and anything it touches is poison. You know, it's the opposite of the Midas effect is anything that got touched turned to gold.
Mm-hmm.
Anything America, Babylon touches turns to poison. It's poison, man.
Yeah.
You know, it turns into death and decay and debauchery. That's $1 million word right there.
Debauchery.
Go ahead, bro.
Nahum 3 and 5, behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
And that's happening now, man. All right, with America doing what it did to Venezuela, you know, you had the UN Security Council meet, you know, and all the nations get to speak their piece on the situation, and they condemning this shit. All right, even with Greenland, you know, the Dutch, I forget her title, but the female that was talking, saying that, you know, that's gonna be a destruction of NATO if you do this, if you try to take Greenland. Then she also said that something about I think I sent it out. I might have sent it on the chat. She had mentioned something about war, something along those lines. You know, if America was to do that, so you know the hypocrisy and the double standard of America is being illustrated in real time. You know, with the actions that America is taking in its stance toward the rest of the planet.
Right.
You know.
And the exciting thing about it is that it shows signs of things that we're looking out for. We're looking for the reason on why the beast itself is going to hate the horde. We're looking for those reasons. So when we hear about America causing these ripples in the world, of course we're going to get a little excited about it and be like, yeah, man, see, this could be the reason that, you know, shit gets popped off, man.
Because we was always like, man, what's this nigga going to do?
Right.
You know, it's like, what's this nigga, like somebody, you know, gonna do, like a motherfucker at work, you know, your dumb ass gonna do something stupid. And it's just like, every day is something dumb you do, so you just looking to see, what's this nigga gonna do, man? And then you see it, and it's like, look, this nigga's retarded, man. All right, so that's you know, what we've been, you know, anticipating. One of the things we've been anticipating as men of the Lord is like, damn, how's America gonna piss its allies off to the point that they gonna push the button?
Right.
And we seen that.
How's that gonna play out? And it's happening right before our very eyes, man.
Yeah, we seen it.
You know?
Nahum 3 and 6, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and will make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock.
Yeah, you claiming America claiming the anniversary of America and the golden age and, you know, Pax Romana 2.0, all right, the Peace of Rome 2.0, all this BS, but it ain't nothing but wickedness and abominable filth within the walls of America. Once you touch down on the soils of America, it's a demonic ass, dingy, dirty spirit. Just in Babylon, you know, and when I was in the military on the East Coast up in New York, when I was in the rail, this was back in like 2005. I remember going to Canada and then going to Toronto. And it was a couple hours drive from where we was at to go to Toronto. But I remember, man, when we was driving through Canada, it was like a different feeling. It felt clean, just looking at the architecture and just the landscape, you know, the buildings, and the air felt different. It's weird, but the air felt different. It didn't have a here in America. It's like a pressure on you to I gotta. Oh, am I late? Am I late? Am I late? Oh, where I gotta be? Where I gotta be? A constant like rat race of you gotta be somewhere, report to work and all this bullshit. You know, just a hustle and bustle. But in Canada, it was like it was a whole different vibration, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So here, read that again. The abominable filth.
The Babylonians stank.
The Babylonians.
As you was explaining, you was like, it didn't have the. I was like, it didn't stink. It didn't have the, because you was talking about how it was clean and shit. I was like, yeah, it didn't have that Babylonian stink.
Hey, there be man, there be times we be driving in or just you go somewhere and it's just like, man, it just smells like shit.
Something just out of nowhere, you be like, ugh.
You know what I'm saying? The sewage systems.
The water be smelling nasty and shit, man. You got, hey, people from around in Washington, you know that there's a certain city when you enter into it, it's stank.
The aroma
I
of Tacoma.
I remember when Elder,
Oh, man.
the beloved Elder Apostle Ramo came out here, and he had mentioned it like, man, you come out to a place, you be kind of excited to get there until you get there and realize that it stank.
Yeah, 'cause we was sitting at a restaurant on the water, and that sea smell was heavy, and it was like it was in like a channel where they be driving boats and shit to drop off shit to different places right there. So it's kind of a stagnant offshoot of the Puget Sound. And that shit was nasty. I remember like, damn, this is where we bring it was. I'm like, it stank over here.
It stank.
Good food though, but ugh. Yep, this is Nahum 3 and 6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock.
Hey, everybody's watching America too, man. All these other countries, everybody's eyes is glued.
What they
on
gonna do
Babylon.
next?
Right. So this place it's a gazing stock, man. It's got abominable filth. The name of America, that's not bringing good what's the word? Connotations? Is that the word? Like it's not bringing good. It's not the rest of the world isn't thinking about America in a good light. You know what I'm saying? When America gets brought up in the conversation, it's not on a positive tone.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man.
Nahum 3 and 7. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will be
when this place gets destroyed, man. They're gonna be like, damn, you feel sorry? Man, outside of that money I lost, I don't give a fuck.
Hey, we keep bringing this out that Canada PM, one of the Canadian PM said the world would be better off without America. I'm gonna have to learn that guy's name as much as I'm quoting that.
Esau.
When shall
One of them ugly ass Edomites. Man, Esau, me and his brothers out, man. We was just looking, it was a whole bunch of old ass Edomites. It was just like, man, this is an ugly people.
Oh my goodness.
Esau, I was like, Esau when they get old, he was like, yeah, once they pass 25, I was dying laughing, like, yep, that's
Them
it.
niggas age like
Them niggas,
bananas.
they go down. Yeah, like bananas on a hot day.
Yeah. When shall I seek comforts for thee?
Yeah, ain't gonna be no comforters. Like, ain't nobody gonna be looking to bemoan America or comfort America, feel sorry for America, when the result of its actions led it to being destroyed. But you gotta reflect that it's like somebody who is trying to kill you, and you send them to the spirit world. I ain't about to feel sorry for you. You was trying to send me. Like you was trying to.
If you kill somebody in self-defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or like the fucking police dog, right? The police dog sitting there biting you and shit.
Trying to kill you.
And you fuck the police dog up, they gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
But it's like this dog is fucking trying to it's trying its best to like tear my
To get
leg
the neck,
off.
to get the
You know,
neck, to
yeah,
get your
man,
neck.
to kill.
They starting at the ankle and then he's working,
Right,
working his way up.
because if he gets you on the ground, he gonna move up a little
Yeah.
bit. He gonna
Yeah,
keep
dude,
moving
hey,
up a
that
little
the
bit.
fucking dog is training Brazilian jiu-jitsu and
Oh,
shit. This nigga trying to mount you
Trying
with
to
fucking,
get you in the headlock.
you know?
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
God damn.
Hey, it's the same charge for killing one of them as it is
Right.
for killing an actual officer.
That's
killing the damn
demonic,
dog,
man.
bro.
That's a beast.
That's demonic.
When that thing's attacking you though, you
When
know.
that thing sometimes turns and attacks its owner or its handler.
So that's the rest of the nations, you know what I'm saying. When this place is done, they ain't gonna be looking. Yeah, hey man, hey they gonna feel like the pressures off of them, man. Hey man, this financial burden's finally gone.
Right.
Type of deals.
Yeah.
Fake ass money, we ain't even got to deal with this.
Yeah.
And, you know, a fake ass tyrant trying to rule over you, trying to think he's calling all the shots and fucking up your plans. You just trying to do some things that's gonna be good for your economy.
Right.
And this nigga's coming in saying, nah, you can't do that with that guy. You can do that with us over here. It's gonna be more inconvenient, but you can't do that with that guy that's right there next to you.
fact, I'm your president now.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
You like Cheetos, don't you?
That nigga said, hey, he
Well, I'm
said,
Chester.
he straight up said that the U.S. is just about to run Venezuela.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then the oil that they sell, that America steals and sells, is gonna benefit the Venezuelan people. Get
Right.
the fuck out
Right.
of here, man.
Meanwhile, these nations got to go set up shop, trillions of dollars. Then they got to dig the shit out of the ground, right? And that overhead just went from the Venezuelans to you, nigga.
Mhm.
You already broke, so shut your dumb ass up.
They said that, you know, the infrastructure as far as, you know, the how they pretty much produce that oil and whatnot, you know, they got to pretty much get that going again. 'Cause
Yeah.
they don't have the means to really do it like that. And it is a bunch of, it's a dead end road, man. You know, dead end road. But y'all brothers got anything else?
Nah, I mean that's
All right, so with that, once again, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh,
Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha, Kodash.
Double honors unto the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, salutations to you sincere, hopefully like Akim, pushing the word of Yahweh Shemel Shai in spirit and in truth. Till next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, brothers. Man.
Do that young.
In a
Man,
ball.
It's been a day.
Oh,
It's been a day.
Bye.